Oh, bonjour! Didn't hear you come in. Greetings and welcome to Ask That Guy with the Glasses. There's seagulls at the top of my school, and they are beginning to become quite a disturbance because they attack people. What can I do to make them disappear? That's a very good question. The best thing to do is grab the complete recordings of Icelandic sensation Björk. As we all know, seagulls are terrified of Icelandic sensation Björk. Play some of that music at the top of your school, and they will fall happily to their deaths. The only downside to this is some of the smaller seagulls' heads might actually explode, which would make cleanup quite a nuisance. But not nearly as big a nuisance as listening to Icelandic sensation Björk. Not that she's not talented, gifted, or incredibly beautiful. It's just that she's from Iceland and I'm terribly racist. Oh my, yes, incredibly racist. Are pigeons emo or goth? Neither. They're gay. What is the best method of defending yourself against a horde of evil squirrels using an onion, a stapler, and the complete works of Edgar Allan Poe? I would say lure them with the onion, place it inside the complete works of Edgar Allan Poe, and as soon as the squirrel approaches the onion, staple his head to page 33. So that way, every time you open up the complete works of Edgar Allan Poe, you can say to yourself, hey, I stapled a squirrel on page 33. Lovely. Where is the beef? In the space between spaces. Once I was playing Super Mario 64, and in Super Mario 64, you have to jump in a painting to start the level, and so I did. My little brother saw it and he asked me how that was possible. And I told him it's possible because it's a video game. He went crazy and is now scared of paintings. What should I do? Sacrifice him to your god. Whether it be Buddhist, Christian, Hindu, or what have you, just sacrifice him. Because all great religions agree that life is a sacrifice. And what better way to prove it than to sacrifice the innocent? As the old saying goes, if at first you don't succeed, sacrifice. Sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice. Sacrifice. If you found yourself trapped in an underground Egyptian chamber, how would you escape if you only had a revolver and a pen to help you? I forgot to mention that the chamber is filled with transvestite scorpions and radioactive monkeys. That's a very good question. Actually, no it isn't. It is the worst question I have ever been asked in my entire life. Shame on you. My advice is to kill yourself and burn in the fiery flames of hell. Trust me, you will be doing the world and yourself much good. Yes. Where is the any key? Right there. Right there. You see it? Right there. Do jellyfish get gas from eating jelly beans? Actually, no. The reason for this? Jelly beans are actually jellyfish eggs. Not too many people know that. However, jellyfish do get gas from Bush's baked beans, which are actually the eggs of our current president, George W. Bush, who has gas quite often after eating jelly beans. My uncle died last week and he is still in his room. He is starting to stink up the place and I don't want to touch him. What should I do? Have you considered eating him? I hear uncles are reaching their peak this time of year. I just ate my uncle last week. He was delicious, especially when served with a fine sauce made out of my grandmother. Last night I forgot to lock the door to my room when I was preparing myself to jerk off. All of a sudden, in the middle of my pleasure, my brother busted in and caught me in the act. I'm worried he'll tell my mom or dad about it and I'll get the talk. Any advice on how to prevent my brother from telling my parents? You don't have to worry about that at all. I'll give you the talk. You see, when a man and a woman love each other very, very much, and then of course she will say things to you like, what part of restraining order didn't you understand? And you'll say to yourself, why is this bitch getting into things? Things that you never thought you'd be able to do, but it turns out in the deepest, darkest parts of your soul, you can. And you'll be asking yourself, why have you left me, Lord? Why have you forsaken me and left me in the 10th level of hell? And he'll of course never answer you, he's an a-hole. And I tell you, the pain festers inside of you and it will never go away. And you may think to yourself, you may like the other sex, but you don't. You don't. You just don't. And you'll stand at the edge of that cliff and you'll ask yourself, what's the point? There is no point, is there? There's only the empty void. And that's what a man and woman do when they love each other very, very much. I hope this has helped you out. It certainly has me. This is the that guy with the glasses saying, "There's no such thing as a stupid question until you ask it."